Johnson to kick off for Seattle.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Cody Barton
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Geis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a run with Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Maurice Hurst.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On first down, this is Geis. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 24, Watson, screen play, Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Johnson.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try and get it with Geis, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Geis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And the double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Intercepted. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll find Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Texans nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seahawks.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff working right. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
Yards on the play.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Texans nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Agnew now to return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command. Pressure comes and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
The pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
A yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He's going to field this at the 4. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And get his man complete. And they work this well outfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Trying to get it that time to Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
For Houston.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. inside here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they run. Again, it's Gase. And loose football. The ball comes out. And the Seahawks have recovered. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it. When he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Texans nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 5-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Watson. Now Watson throws another interception. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 42, Texans nothing. Michael
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now he'll pull it down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion separation there. It's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, it's Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They start on the ground with Geis. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Able to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Eluding the pressure right. From the right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another Texan.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Watson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Kenny Stills.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Texans 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
One last throw here for Watson. And it's caught. And he's brought down.
Today's final score, Seahawks.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept